All right, we finally have college football. Amazing, and what a great start it was. We had Florida State and Georgia Tech in Ireland, which was really cool, and it was a really great game to start. And poor Florida State lost a heartbreaker for sure, and really great for Georgia Tech. But Florida State is the big one right now. Let's go ahead and jump right in and see how this might affect the rankings. So let's go ahead and look at the rankings right now tool. It is, let's see, 10:06 p.m. Mountain Time, so we have just passed into Sunday Eastern Time, and this is how the rankings are looking right now. We are seeing that Florida State is going to drop from 10 to 21. At least that's what predictions say. This is predicting week 2, which is the hardest one to predict just because we don't really know anything outside of the top 25 of these teams. No one's played any games. We don't know who's good and who's not. We're just going off of real preseason speculation right now. But according to how previously the AP poll tends to vote after week 0 and week 1 when they're evaluating rankings for week 2, this is what our algorithm is saying. It is saying that Florida State is going to drop all the way down to 21. For those of you who are following on our social media, every time that there's an update, we do send out a post to Reddit, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Any of those apps get a notification and they show the updated rankings. You might see a couple that look very similar to one another. It's Clemson and Arizona are flipping back and forth. They're right on the edge of one another, and that is because both the Georgia and Clemson matchup, Vegas lines keep moving a little bit. And if we look at Arizona, let's see if we can find... Oh, there they are. Arizona versus New Mexico also keeps splitting. So they're right on the edge. You'll see them go back and forth a couple of times. Those are the main things to check out. But one of the things I did want to look at is, well, what would Florida State have been ranked if that field goal doesn't go in and Florida State turns it around and wins in overtime? So let's go ahead and go to the what if simulation right here. We're already set up for the 2024 season. My favorite teams are my parents' alma maters, Michigan State and Fresno State. So let's just go ahead and hide them for a second. But let's go ahead and update the week 1 games. Florida State has 2 games in the first week. So let's go ahead and make sure we're updating the right one. I'm going to edit the Florida State. Let's say Florida State wins 27 to 21 in overtime. Confirm. That's the updated game. We can see the updated game or the altered games right here at the very top to make sure. Let's go ahead and run our simulation. And based off our simulation, Florida State is back in that 10 to or 8 to 10 spot. So according to our algorithm, if they would have won this game 27 to 21, and assuming that in the standard week 1 games, they would beat Boston College. Right now, the game is set for them to win 36 to 16. They would have been number 8. So that's a big shift from number 8 to number 21 in our rankings. Super excited for week 1 games to go ahead and get started. It should be a lot more fun, a lot more excitement, hopefully a couple more tight games, maybe an upset or two. And, college football is finally here. Let's have some fun with the rankings right now. Thanks for joining.